team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick it away to start us off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
To the air on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Wants to throw. It's Armour. Quick strike complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll try to throw for it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the Canes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Poor starting field position here for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver year. This guy is really good.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. Going to sling it on second down. Gets it out quickly. He's stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Trying the left side. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Kentucky is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Rupp Arena with the Cats. They're up 14 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Looking to pass. It's Armour. A strike downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And they split the tight end out wide. They get a matchup. And what do you want to do? You want to body him. Run a slant, throw it, use that big body, get the catch. But just a lack of focus. Didn't just fully concentrate and pull it in. And just a painful drop for the big tight end.
They just keep firing. Throwing right. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. At the 20.
Not only did they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll leave it with him. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. To the air, it's Armour. And the missed connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Tigers! Stealing a score on special teams. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Armour. Now improvising. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Plucks it out of the air. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. LSU lining up first and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tiger. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Grab behind the line. It's Beebe. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Quarterback extends the play. He'll throw it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To throw, it's Armour. He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. The Canes decide to punt it away. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Smashes in between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. To the air. It's Armour. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got it.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds us back in the middle. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and you just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumble in the first place.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make long...
Turning it on! And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Armour. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover.
Let's go, let's go. Ready. Ready up. Ready.
He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up third down.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's running free down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown LSU! He got a step and just dusted the field. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is, with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Forced out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new...
Got some room entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got him downfield. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A designed run for the quarterback. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Will open from the 15. Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean,